Welcome everybody to Iconic TV Live. This is Tuesday and we are here every Tuesday, 5:05. And we are here to bring you the strategies and the principles that will take your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in 1 year. And my name is Dr. Connie. I'm a 2-time #1 best-selling author, international speaker, and a business growth strategist for 7-figure entrepreneurs. And what that means is we turn your business around on a dime. If what you have in your business right now isn't working, you need to actually accelerate it. You need to put a lot of energy into it. Not a lot of time, not a lot of money, but you've got to empower your business to grow quickly. And today we're talking about hyper growth strategies. And this is a 3-part series. So this is part 1, and then next week we will do the next one, and then that will be August 31st. We have part 2, and then what is that? Let's see, September 7th or something like that. We have part 3. So if you guys are ready for this, let me know. Let me know who's here. Put hello in the comments. And if this is your first time, click number 1, click up above. There's a StreamYard thing up there. It's fine. It's safe. Just go have fun. Click away. And that way I can see who's here and we can talk and we can have a good old time and help you guys figure out how this whole hyper growth strategy works. Now, if you are a pro, if you've been here before, type pro and let me know who is here for not the first time. Who are my veterans? Who's been watching us for a while? Who's getting all the tips and tricks that we give you and is able to start implementing those and completely change your business? This is why we do this, because we get audience feedback. What do you guys want? What are you guys trying to do? You know, most of the scary pandemic stuff is gone now. And so how are you going to burst out of the scene? How are you going to grow your business? And the question is, do you have a plan? Do you have a strategic plan to grow your business really quickly now that you have freedom to go do it? Or have you been waiting too long? Are you at the back of the line and everybody's kind of got the jump on you? So tell me where your business is. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to have hyper growth? Or are you still kind of wait and see? Or are you in the middle of a pivot? You're trying to figure it all out, okay? So which stage are you in? Are you ready to go? If you're ready to go, type number 1, okay? Just say ready, okay? If you are still figuring it out, right? If you're trying to build it all out, just say building, okay? I want to know which side of the camp you're on. Are you a builder or are you ready to go? Now, this material that we're covering over the next 3 weeks is going to help you with all of it. Doesn't matter if you're starting out, if you don't even have a business, or if your business is on autopilot and it's kind of running its own thing. You just want to have more out of it and you want to have more free time and take yourself away from the business so you're not doing so much work in it. Wherever you are in that whole spectrum, we've got you covered today. So this is going to be really fun because we're really talking about how do you get seen? How do you get heard in the marketplace? How do you get paid more in the marketplace? So those are really the 3 things that we're going to be talking about in this 3-part series. How do you do it? How do you actually have more people paying attention to you? How do you have more eyeballs on you? Okay. So here's the schedule of what we're going to be doing, just so you guys know how it'll look. And as you can see today, August 24th is where we are. And we're talking about how do you get more sales? How do you get hyper growth in your sales? Next week, we're going to talk about how do you get hyper growth in your marketing? And then we are going to talk about how are you going to get hyper growth in serving? How do you serve the audience that you have so that they stick with you and they stay and they come back again and again and again? And that's really the key, isn't it? So you want to have an audience that is with you now, but that they stay with you for a very, very long time. And in part 1, there are 5 steps that we're going to talk about today that are essential for you to have hyper growth. And since we're talking about boosting your sales and making your sales explode, I want to know, where are you? Because this is interactive. I want to know, where do you want to see your sales in 90 days? What do you want to have? What do you want to have come out of your business? So put in the comments down below so I can help you out and see where you are on that whole spectrum of building it out or you're ready to go. Okay, so put in the comments what it is, where are you, tell me what you've got, tell me what kind of business you have so I can help you out. And I also want to thank our amazing team who is also here. We've got Angie, and we also have Ciara, and we have yep, Ciara is ready, thank you. We've got Grace here as well today, and we have TJ and Richard, and Tally is also here in the background. So are you ready to go? Who's ready? Okay, there we have someone. There's Gail. She's ready, ready, ready. So this is going to be really quick because we're just going to go really quick through the 5 things, and then we're going to get on to the marketing the next week, and then we're going to get on to the serving of the clients the next week so you can have massive retention and not have to work so hard. So are you guys ready? Okay, if you're ready, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you're ready. All right, let's go ahead and do this thing. So the first thing what we want to do is understand the concepts of hypergrowth, okay? And if you understand the concepts behind it, then it makes it so much easier. Otherwise, you're kind of spinning your head and you're just trying a whole bunch of different things. Have you ever felt like that? Where you're just kind of spinning around, trying this and this and this, and you have a massive case of shiny object syndrome? Well, that is one of the worst things that you can do for your business, is to just go from thing to thing to thing. It will actually take your business down. It will overburden you, and it will slow your business down. So one of the keys to hyper growth is this. One of the best ways that you win is with visibility. Visibility is absolutely key. And if people don't have eyeballs on you, if they don't know what you do, if they can't find you, if they don't know that you are the number one go-to expert in what you talk about, then everything you build is worthless. It just doesn't matter. So visibility is everything, okay? You have to figure out, how can I get more people to see me? What can I do? Do I do it on my own, or do I partner with other people? And do I pay for it? Or do I have the business come to me, right? Which way are you doing it now? How many of you are paying for visibility? If you're paying for visibility, and what that means is maybe you're paying for ads, maybe you have a PR company or something like that. Let me know who's paying for visibility, and I'll try and look at the comments and see who's doing what here. But if you're paying for visibility, there's actually some better ways that you can do it and not have to worry about that, okay? So I'm going to talk about that, and also let you guys know that we do have a big workshop coming up on Thursday, and it's all about getting you seen, getting you heard, getting you paid, right? And we're going to show you one of the best ways to gather free visibility is by writing a book. And so if you've ever thought about it and you thought, maybe I should write a book, maybe that'll do it. You certainly don't have to pay for it. Amazon is the greatest merchandiser in the world, and they will market it out there for you. So why not capitalize on that and have a book that lasts forever, whereas people and audiences and platforms don't last so long, okay? So what's the second concept? Number one, you've got to win with visibility. And the second thing, we just mentioned this, is right? So you've got to narrow your focus. Stop going everywhere. Stop trying to go wide. If you want hyper growth, you need to actually go narrow. You need to condense everything into a very small topic, a very small concept, okay? You don't need a whole bunch of products and things. And that is what we want to talk about first. Let's go dive into this. You ready? Because we're going to go fast through these 5 topics. And the first one on the hypergrowth is the phenomenon of one offer only. One offer only. This is so important. Here's the deal. All you need to have hyper growth in your business is to focus on one core offer, just one. Now, my question to you, are you ready? I want you to type in the comments, how many offers do you have right now? How many products, how many things do you have? Type in the comments. Tell me, how many is it? Do you have 1? Do you have 2? Do you have 8? How many different products, services, and things are you selling? Or do you just have one? Okay, so put in there what it is. You can even tell us what it is, like is it a service or a product? But here's the key. You have to have just one if you want to scale and grow really fast. And think about this. Think about what Apple did when Steve Jobs was fired and then he took time away. Then he came back. And what did he do? Right? Apple was failing. It failed with him. It failed with his predecessor. And then he came back and he looked at all of the things that they offered. And he said, forget it, scrap it all, and just have one thing. Then one product, and now that product and that company is legendary, right? It's an iconic company. If you type in iconic companies in the world, guess who comes up? Yes, us. No, well, of course we do, right? No, you know who comes up is Apple, one of the most iconic companies. And if you look at all those big companies, all the iconic leaders, they have one thing that they focus on. My question to you is, what is your one thing? What is your one offer? And if you don't have one, if you have multiples, then you're going to miss that first big concept of narrowing your focus and keeping it focused on one key thing. Okay. So number one is this one core offer. Very simple. Just think about Apple, right? You can only bite into one apple at a time. Of course, if you have Apple products, you probably have 10 of their products, right? But this is where you start. If you want hyper growth, you can't do it with so many things that you're chasing, all right? So you've got to have that one focus. Now, here's the number two. The second thing that you have to have is high ticket solutions. So my question to you, when you're looking at your one big offer, what is it? Is it a low ticket or is it a high ticket offer? So I want you to type below, what is the price of your offer that you go to the market with? Now, if you have multiple offers, go ahead and put them all in there. And I want to know, is it a high ticket or low ticket? And a lot of people say, well, how do you know the difference? Okay, well, in my market, maybe 300 is high because everybody else is selling it for $47. Okay, that's not high ticket. So put in the comments, let me see some of your feedback. How much is the product or service that you offer? And I want to know what that is. Put it down below. Here's the deal. You need to have something that's at the very least, $3,000. A $3,000 offer is the minimum barometer for considered high ticket, but ideally you're talking about $5,000. And now if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I can't sell my product for $5,000. There's no way. There's always a way. You just have to have it structured right. And if you want a call, then just type #call and we can hop on a call and I can look at your offer. And we can jump on a hot seat. Just type #hot seat. We can hot seat with you, look at your offer, see how many you have, and see how do we narrow the focus so we can have one high ticket offer instead of little bits and pieces. Okay, so again, number two is this. You have to have a high ticket solution for your client. And make sure you know what their number one problem is, and you have to answer that with one solution. When people come to you, if you can offer a solution that they have been looking for and they've been craving, they've been wanting, and they can't find it anywhere and they want it fast, they don't care about the price, right? They just care about the solution. And so your high ticket offer has to be solution focused. If it's just about raising the price on something that you had that's just kind of patched together, or an MVP as they call them, minimal viable product, that's never a high ticket program. So you always want to have a high ticket solution if you're going to have hyper growth. So number two phenomenon must be high ticket solution. All right. So what's number three? Are you guys getting this? Okay. Are you following along? And let me know because we actually have a quiz. So if you would like to take our quiz, we have a quiz. Just type #quiz. I think you might have seen it in the opening. We have a quiz that you can take, and it will go through all of these, and we're going to stretch it out through part 1, part 2, and part 3. This is just part 1. And you can take the quiz to see if you have a hyper growth company in the making. Okay. So if you want that, just type #quiz down below and we will get that to you. All right. Now, here is the next thing that we want to look at, number 3. Okay, I told you we're going to go fast on this today. So number 3, the third phenomenon that you need for hyper growth is natural scalability. Natural scalability. And this one really ties in closely with the one we just talked about as far as high ticket. So if you want to have hyper growth, you have got to scale your business quickly. And a lot of people think scaling just means making more money or closing a few more deals. Scaling is a whole different concept. We're going to go more into that in part 3. And the key to scaling, this is where most people get it wrong, is you've got to scale fast, but you have to scale efficiently. You're going to grow real fast. In order to do that, a lot of things have to be set up in advance. And if you try to just from where you are, just scale real quickly, most things are going to fall apart. Okay. Have you ever seen like when a rocket takes off and when they have a mishap, what is the mishap about? Something fell off, right? They were going really fast, but it might be one of the panels that fell off. It could have been a screw. It could have been anything. And what happens? There's a tragic demise. So when you're going that fast with that kind of velocity and trajectory, you have to make sure that everything is in place. Everything is strapped on tight. Okay. If you don't have everything perfectly flowing, every system aligned, you're going to have a horrible demise for your business. So scaling fast is essential, but most people don't know how to do the two together. They can move fast and they can maybe try to scale, but they can't seem to put the two together. And this is what you need to do. If you want hyper growth, if you're just going little steps at a time, you're just trying to, go from 40,000 to 50,000 to 60,000, that's okay. But we're talking doubling, tripling, and 10xing your business in a year or less. In a couple months, doubling your business from 1 month to the next, and then doubling again and doubling again. Imagine what would happen to your business if you could 4x your volume by the end of the year. I mean, how many months are left? September, October, November, December. That's 4 months. Okay. That's 4. So if you had 4 months and you could 4x your business by the end of the year, how would that look? What would you do? What would be the strategies that you would use to be able to scale faster without spending more and without working more? This is how you do it fast, right? So this is why I was talking to you guys about the thing that we have coming up. And that is a workshop on the 26th. And this is all about helping you use the visibility that we talked about just a few minutes ago to get seen, to get heard, and to get paid, and to grow your business very fast. So all you have to do to come to that workshop, it is not going to be here in this group. It is a private Zoom, and it'll probably be about 90 minutes. And we're going to go through everything that it takes to scale your business, to do it fast, but to use the power of a book. And we're going to show you before the year is out, before Christmas, that you can actually have your book written in 13 weeks. And it is one of the best things that you can ever do to grow your business because it's free. It lasts forever. It doesn't matter what's happening in the market or the world. You can always utilize this marketing that nobody else has. It is the thing that's going to make you stand out. It's everywhere and it's going to make you visible. All right. And it narrows your focus because all of your message, the whole offer can be in that book, and you don't have to go out and pitch it all the time. Don't you hate just constantly selling one at a time? Wow. Now you can have a whole army do it. So on Thursday, the 26th at 5:30 p.m., we are going to invite you to that. So you can see down below in the scroll that's coming up. There is a link. Go to theIconicAuthor.com or just write #author. It's completely free, and we'll show you exactly how it gets done. Okay. It's really going to be fun because, again, what is the key to hyper growth? Got to win visibility, and you have to narrow your focus. And a book is one of the greatest ways to do that. So come to the free class. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've partnered and brought in guest experts in the field of publishing and ghostwriting and editing, everything. So there is nothing left out. You're going to see everything that it takes to take yourself from obscure, invisible to iconic. Okay. Now let's keep going. Is this making sense? Are you guys getting all these three? So let's go to number 4. And here's number 4. So for number 4, the hypergrowth formula is that you need a formula. Okay. You need an iconic formula. Now, let's talk about this. This is what is key. This is one of the things that is absolutely essential with our clients. And every single one of our clients, we spend hours and hours and hours before they ever do anything else. And we focus on making sure they have an iconic formula. And what does that mean? Well, if you look at something that's iconic, it means it's rare, it's different, it stands apart, it's preeminent, it's not duplicatable, it's completely iconic. It's going to make you the difference maker. It is the thing that will make you the one go-to person in your marketplace. It will help you stand out, not only in your niche, but in your market and globally, so that you're not just a local hero, but anywhere. It's ubiquitous, okay? So you are the omnipresent multimedia icon in your field. That is what you need. The only way to do that is you can be amazing, but you have to have a system, a proprietary system or formula or pathway, something that is unique, a methodology that will put you in a whole other category from everybody else. So let me ask you, what is your iconic formula? Do you have one right now? Because, by the way, you need all of these, okay? You need all of these condensed to have that kind of hyper growth. But this is one of the most powerful. This is sort of the, rocket boosters in hyper growth, is to have an iconic formula, something that's completely different. As many of you know, I wrote the book SOAR, and it is a formula. It's an acronym for how to scale your business from 6 figures to 7 figures in a year. I did it with 4 companies and turned them into multi-million-dollar companies from nothing, from scratch, bootstrapped it all. You know, the old story, get started in your garage kind of thing. Yeah, I did it for every single one of them, all in completely different industries that I knew nothing about going into that. How is it that that happened? It's because there was an iconic formula attached to that, okay? So what is your iconic formula? Do you have one? Or did you just learn something? You're kind of like everybody else. Are you just a mindset person? I'm teaching mindset. Well, how do you stand out? Or maybe you're in finance or in real estate. Maybe you're in insurance. Maybe you're with an MLM company. What industry are you in? Tell me the industry that you're in. Type that down below, and let's see if it needs an iconic formula. Now, there are some industries that do not need an iconic formula. And if you're in one of those, my goodness, you're miles ahead of everybody else. But most everybody needs an iconic formula, something that is their own patented, trademarked, registered process that makes them completely distinguished from everybody else. Now, if you have one, put it down below. I'd love to know, okay? And if you want to know which industries don't need it, just hop on a call, okay? Just say callconnie.com. We'll talk. We'll see if your industry is one of those, okay? And if it's one of those, you're good to go. You've got one of the most powerful pieces of hyper growth ready. Then you have to see, is it scalable? Is it high ticket? Do you have just one offer? Okay. Those are the first 4 things that we're looking at. There's one more. So you ready for the last one? Okay. You ready? Okay. Give me a thumbs up. Are you ready? Is this making sense? Okay. Because we have a quiz, and that quiz you can take, just type #quiz, and we will show you exactly how you can get that and take that quiz too. So let's take a look at number 5. Okay, here is the 5th part of this, and that is you need massive visibility. Okay. You really need to make sure that people can find you and people can see you. And a lot of times your market might be so crowded that there's nothing you can do. There's no way that people are going to see you at all, right? So if you are lost because now everybody is online, have you noticed that everybody is online? It's not very conducive to getting seen. Let's take a look at that. Every day you have to be seen, not just a little bit, not once a week, but every single day you must be seen. That's how you have hyper growth. What are you doing now? Are you posting maybe once a week? I looked at, some people's groups and things, and they might have 3 or 4 posts. They might go live on occasion, but most people are hiding behind their screen. And what we want you to do is get seen every day. If you have 0 visibility, guess what you also have? You have 0 new money coming in the bank, right? You can count and you can actually predict your growth based on your visibility. And we have calculators for that. We're going to show you some of those on Thursday in our workshop. But how do you maximize your ability to be seen? One of the best ways is, like I said, with a book. And it is so great because it's free. There's nobody who can duplicate you, right? You can be duplicated and ripped off when you're talking about a topic. If you Google something or in YouTube and you're looking something up, and then there's all these videos just about the same thing. But when you write your book, it's completely different. Nobody else is going to have your title, your cover, your look, all the content inside. Everything is geared to getting you more visibility. And it's just one of the pieces of your hyper growth that you need to have. So remember, if you want to take the quiz, we have a quiz. And you just go to theceoquiz.com, theceoquiz.com, and you can take the quiz. And it's not that long. It's about 10 minutes. And if you got 10 minutes, we take the quiz, we give you your answers right there on the spot, and you will know, do I have a hyper growth company or not? Okay, so make sure you check that out so we can do that for you, give you an idea which of these pieces do you need. Okay, and don't forget, this is just part 1. Okay, so if you're understanding these first 5 parts, let me show you the schedule for all 3 parts that we have coming up. So we have on the 24th is right now, we're in part 1. We're talking about selling. What is the thing that you sell, and how do you have hyper growth out of the thing that you're selling? Okay, that's what we're dealing with. Because if what you're selling can't grow, neither can your business. Then part 2, we're going to talk about your marketing. How do you manipulate marketing in a way that you have hyper growth in your business through the marketing? This is where most people get caught up because they're just, making silly posts and doing stuff, but they're not doing anything that's actually growing. They're doing activity, but they're not getting momentum. And so that's what we're going to be talking about, is how do you get momentum marketing happening? We're going to do that next Tuesday at 5:05 p.m. And then part 3 is going to be September 7th, and that is, how do you have hypergrowth in the way you serve your audience? How do you maximize your audience? And we will show you the systems that you can do without even ever relying on sales or marketing. That's when your business is a self-led company. It's running on autopilot, okay? So now, so those were the first 5 things that you need to do. You've got the quiz, and then these are a 3-part series, okay? So right now we're talking about, what is it that you sell? How do you get hyper growth out of the way you sell and with what you sell? If you don't have a high ticket, single, scalable, iconic, premium offer that is seen everywhere, that is quick to put out, that solves an urgent solution for your audience, you will not grow in a hyper phenomenal way. So if you want to have that kind of growth, you want to definitely come to the free Zoom that we're having. If you didn't see anything, just type #Zoom, okay? And we will get it to you. So this is going to be on the way that you are going to be marketing your business, right? We're talking about that next week, but we're giving you a preview on Thursday. And this is the marketing. Just go to theIconicAuthor.com. It will get you in. It will get you a link. You'll get an email with all of the details, and then you'll be taken right back here so that you can, come back and look at some different trainings and things that we have. But we have a great team here who is happy to help you. If you need some videos, training videos, if you need some resources to help you grow your business, maybe you need help with sales, with marketing, with your team, maybe you need help as far as figuring out your avatar or your niche. Maybe you don't even know what your business is, but you are transitioning and you want to find the right business for you. Or just maybe you just need a little strategic help. Like, I just need like a little tweak. Tell me, should I go, turn a sharp pivot or a nice little gradual curve, and you just need a little bit of guidance, then you probably just want to hop on a hot seat with us, okay? But you have to have hyper growth in your business or you're going to be left behind. The change in the technology is happening every 18 months. And for most people, it takes them a year to get off the ground and figure out what their audience wants, who their audience is, what they're offering. And it's all low ticket. When we say start at the top and go high ticket right away. Okay. So those are the 5 things that you need to know. Let me cover those for you one more time, just so you have it in a nice review right here at the end. And if you need any help, and just type call me down below, and we'll call you and hop on a call, and I will look at your business and figure out what's missing and what you need. So you're going to need visibility if you want to win, and you need to completely narrow your focus. Stop having so many things and so many products and so many offerings, okay? You just need one core offer, okay? One offer only is all you need, right? And the second thing is that you need high ticket solutions. Do you have high ticket solutions or do you have low ticket solutions? What's the problem with low ticket solutions? Guess what? You're never going to get to number 3. And that is natural scalability. You can't scale with a low ticket item, and you can't go and make millions with something that's, 1997. You're just going to be a slave to your business. And then the 4th thing that you need in order to have that high ticket is you need an iconic formula, something that's completely different than anybody else can find, and that is the only solution that your audience is looking for. And of course, then you need massive visibility. And all of this is tied to you, because you have to be the centerpiece, right? And if you don't have the ability to be seen, your business won't grow. So make sure you take the quiz. That quiz will help you figure out. It will take about 10 minutes, a little less if you're fast, right? And you get the answers right then and there, exactly what you need to do next to have hyper growth in your business. So thanks for being here for part 1. And next week at 5:05 on Tuesday, we will be here for part 2, and we will show you how to have momentum marketing so that you can have hyper growth in your business. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.